All right. Hey, welcome everybody. You're in the pre-show area. Got 4 minutes to go before we get the party started. Ooh, look at that. Nice. I just pull it up and see what was going on, if I can bring people in here and that, and we're gonna share this out. There we go. Nice. Welcome aboard, everybody. Awesome. Hi, Kyle. How's it going? Oh my gosh, you're on. You're anxious. Hey, I apologize for not being on last week. That was my own fault. I should have notified people there, but I just didn't. Uh-oh, we went black. Are we coming back on? I hope so. Had a little blackout there for a second. We'll see if it comes back in. Looks like it's still active though. Good. Well, we'll see where it goes on that one, huh? Yeah, peace and love. Peace and love. Kyle, I was kind of up in your neck of the woods. I was out in the, but in the Sheboygan area. So Lake Michigan, I got a little bit of your love on that one, so. Mrs. Krebs, how are you? Mrs. Krebs, salute. Yay! Courtney and Adam got married. Woo, 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 woo. There we go. That's where we were celebrating last Friday. Nice. It was a whole weekend of celebration on that. That was fun. That was fun. We have about coming up to 2.5 minutes left in the pre-show. Hey, it looks like things are somewhat working. Hey, Courtney. I need to get some advice. Everyone needs to give me advice on what to do with the 3 hairs that I have, because I think I need to do something. I have to get a little bit more of a style, I think, going on here instead of the casual look that I'm doing. So I think I need to do that. So, yes, tonight I'm going to admit to the hugest fact that's out there that I can admit to, so have to stay tuned for that one. And hey, oh, it's been a day of computer glitches a little bit here. Start up the computer I was doing webinars this morning and all day, and I started the computer and all of a sudden Windows goes, hey, we're gonna do an update. Yay, thank you, at this moment in time. But so I started doing the update, and then I did, oh, this one. Then I did, feel like a weatherman. Then I went out and ran. Yeah, so now that the weather is better, I'm getting out there and getting back in shape. Gonna get back in shape, yeah. So we got a big shoe for you tonight. And then I think, oh, boo to Windows doing an update, but yay to it, it got done in time. So that was wonderful. That's fantastic. I've been having a great week so far, but it's only Tuesday, so maybe something else can go wrong. But no, I've been having a great week so far. And we got about a minute left in the pre-show. Salute. Excuse me. I got to get all that. I got to get all the mojo going for the show tonight. I've been talking all day long, so 8 hours of webinars. I did 4 hours this morning, and then I did 4 hours this afternoon. Yay! There you go. So push this out, share this out to your friends, relatives, family members, everyone. Join into the fun tonight as I take you on tonight's adventure in Davedom. Oh my gosh, you should have heard me this afternoon. Crazy guy. That's all I can say. It was a crazy day and a great day. I love it. So, but congratulations, Courtney. And 3, 2. Welcome everybody to tonight's show. I'm Dave Stelma. If you didn't know me, I don't know how you didn't find me. But anyway, tonight I'm going to talk about, maybe overcoming some fears, as well as finding your calling, and maybe inspire you to finally just give in and take some action. All that and a whole lot more right after the intro. Yes, yes, yes. I have to admit something real bad right now. Dancing with the Stars. I am obsessed with it. And I think it figured it out. I put this out on a couple of different pages last night. I was like, why am I obsessed with Dancing with the Stars? And I think someone noted on there and through one of the comments on one of the pages that I think it's something that, like, maybe that's a yearning, maybe that's something you wanted to do, or hey, just go take the leap and go do it, or something like that. And I truly think a large part of it is watching these people, and it's progressed over the years, but watching these people that, for the most part right now this year, is athletes and that, but for the most part, it's people that I don't want to say their careers have been washed out, but they've been put out to pasture in some form. They're put out into the meadow as far as their career goes. For the most part, not all of them. Don't send me cards and letters and yell at me, but for the most part, that's what it started out as. Is it was people that had some careers and then they kind of lost it along the way, and through any means. I mean, that can be, as far as TV shows and that goes, I mean, you get a lot of times you're a one-hit wonder. It's very rare that you get a chance at 2 or 3 different new venues. But although that's changing in time now because of things like Netflix and YouTube and things of that sort. Hey, Karate Kid, that's making a comeback, right? Because of that. On YouTube. But the biggest thing that I want, and I wrote about this yesterday, or no, I wrote about that today, this morning, in the newsletter, is it's hard for me when I do coaching. Before I do coaching, I do a discovery call with people because I got to see if I can get along with them, if they're coachable. You'd be amazed how many times you get on a discovery call and you start talking to people, and they're like, I got it all figured out. I need to do this. I need this. And I'm like, then why aren't you doing it now? And they'd be like, well, and then they have 1,000 different excuses. Can I help them? Maybe. But if they already have it all figured out in their mind, I got it all figured out, I know what to do, there's really not a lot of coaching you can do for a person like that. And it doesn't matter if they're an athlete or if they are going to be a writer, or if they want to be a coach, another success coach in the business. It doesn't matter what they want to do. If they think they already have all the answers and they know all the answers to everything, but yet there's a piece of the puzzle that's missing because they're not hitting all their shots. They're not the Michael Jordan of whatever they want to be in because they're not doing it for some reason. And those people are the toughest ones to watch because something inside of them is causing a fear. There's fear, and as I said in today's newsletter, I always put periods after each letter. It's F period, E period, A period, R period. It's fear, and that's something that you can't. It's tough to get over that. The fear of, and you got to figure out why that fear is. And so you can do it, but you have to be open to working towards that. And that's the toughest thing, is watching these people as I'm having a discovery call even with them, and how they're just, you know, you can feel it. There's some reason why they're being held back from accomplishing. They list off all the goals, they'll list off all the steps that they're going to do, and they can do, you know, all I have to do is this, this, and this. And I'm like, then why aren't you doing it now? And it's really that fear that holds them back. Hi, Gabe. I love you too. It's that fear that holds him back. Gabe's a great example. There's really nothing that holds Gabe back. He jumps in, he gives it a try, and if something for some reason doesn't feel just right, then maybe he'll back off a little bit, but then he tries again and he keeps trying. And it's like you keep doing that. And for some reason, as we get older, we build up more of these false experiences appearing real. We've built up these stories, these scenarios in our heads. Maybe we heard once about something happening, and so now we can't. Oh boy, I heard that somebody tried to do that one time and they were really unsuccessful, and it was really bad. And I'm like, yeah, well, Steve Jobs still built the Mac. You know, Bill Gates still did, you know, invented Windows and came that way. Google came out of it. Elon Musk is doing his thing, you know, and they all told them somebody else tried that. It didn't really work out. You really don't want to build an all-electric car because that's, you know, there's too many car manufacturers now that aren't making any money. They can tell you all the reasons why they can't do it or they won't do it. And it's a choice. And I'll say it by they won't, because it's a choice. You're making a choice not to do something, not to take that bold step forward. Not to make that move across the country, not to do certain things. And there's some kind of fear that's inside of you that's holding you back. And not all fears, I don't want to get this wrong. Yeah. I don't want to tell you that all fears are just in your mind too, because, you know, I can visualize a snake in front of me and go, ooh, I have a fear for snakes or something like that. Hi, Ember. But if all of a sudden a snake was right in front of me, a rattlesnake was in front of me, I mean, that's a natural thing, and you want to make sure that you don't get bit by the snake, okay? So I get it. I get and I understand that. But in this case, it's going to be, what I'm talking about is going to be people that are just holding themselves back. They're fearful of taking that first step. And that's where any kind of coach really can't help them. We can reveal it. We can give them inspiration to go beyond it. But they really have to, if they think they know all the answers, there's no helping them until they go, you know what? I think I can, if you can just get me beyond this, I'm going to have a magical life. And you can, but you got to be open to it. So if they're not open right away, that's not, you can't help them. But that's the hardest thing for me to watch, because I think of all the ideas that are dying inside of people, all the greatness that's dying inside of people. And they may be the ones that are all of a sudden waking up in the bed and on their deathbed and going, I wish I would have. I have this whole list of regrets or something of that sort. And I don't want to be that person. I don't want you to be that person. I want you to be the one that inspires everybody else to be on Dancing with the Stars. I admire every one of those, and that's where I figured it out, bringing it all home as far as Dancing with the Stars goes. That's what I get inspired by. That there's all these people that their agent is telling them, no, you're washed up. There's other people within the business telling them you're washed up for the most part. And they're still pushing ahead and saying, you know what? Then I'm going to dance. Sounds like Footloose or something, right? But they're taking the inspiration, they're going. I mean, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was on there. He went home last night, but I mean, he was on there, and He's pretty clumsy as far as a dancer goes, but yet he got out there and he did it. And it's not easy. You're working out. I mean, you're working at that 5 to 8 hours a day. It's a job getting to that point. And some of those people make it look so super smooth and easy. But I'll tell you, when you're working on that choreography, it's work. And that's one thing that I think I really, truly, that's the one magical thing I really, truly believe in, and I feel inspired by with Dancing with the Stars, is that they're going out there and at least they're going to try. They're going to do it. And they're going to overcome any of those false experiences appearing real. They're going to overcome all of those obstacles that they're building within their mind. And they're just going to go out there and do it the best that they can. That's all you can do, is give it the best shot that they can. And that's why I think it's just an inspiration to me to watch those stars going at it and doing that. So this is what I want from you. I want you to look yourself in the mirror and see the lion that all the rest of us see. It's amazing to me how, and this is what it comes down to when I'm talking to these people on these discovery calls, and I'm getting their hopes, their dreams. I'm seeing where they're at. I'm getting their hopes and dreams. And I'm not a salesy person, because if you think you got it all figured out, then I'm here if you ever need me. But if you think you got it all figured out already, then go and do it. But a lot of times it's just that they don't see the lion in the mirror. They see the kitty cat. They see this meek and mild kitty cat, and they can't see the lion that the rest of us all see in them. We see potential in others that we don't see in ourselves. And so that's what I strive to do on all this, is to let them see what we see on these calls. And that's what I want for you. I want you to look yourself in the mirror and go, all those dreams, all those things that you wanted to do, here's your chance to do them. This is the big wow right now. This is your chance to make those all come true, because you can get out there and you can do them right now. You can make all those dreams happen very easily. And if it feels impossible to do, then hire a coach. Hire someone to walk you through the steps. Find someone that's already done it or has the knowledge to give you and inspire you to do it. And that's what you need to do. Otherwise, figure it out for yourself. There's nothing that hasn't been done before. So make sure that you go out there and see the lion that's in the mirror and go out there and take some action on doing that. It's just incredible to me how many things, and I said this a few minutes ago, it's incredible to me how many things that are probably going to die inside a lot of people. They wanted to do this, or they always wanted to go here. People that wanted to travel, but they just didn't take the time and the effort to plan it all out. Anything is possible. It's just where you put your money, or where planning it out and getting a plan, figuring it out. There's airfare deals to Europe. If you want to go to Europe, there's all different things that you can do. But it's whatever your dreams and your hopes and your fears are. Your fears are what holds you back, but your dreams and your hopes are going to be what could drive you forward. So write it down. This is the first thing I want you to do. Figure out what that list is. Go make your bucket list today. Take the top 3 and let's do them this year yet. You have 3/4 of a year to go. If you made a list, I will guarantee you, if you made a list and then you went, okay, I want to go, let's just take for an example, if you wanted to go to Europe, you still have 3/4 of a year to make that happen. All you got to do is figure out a plan. You can't say, well, it's too expensive. I don't know where I'd go. I don't want to stay. Okay, figure it out. Go to a travel agent, ask them what they would suggest, where to go first. If you have already a city in mind, then let's plan that out. Just say by December, I would like to go to wherever. Pick the place, Paris, France. Let's let's just pull one out of the air, Paris, France. So then let's start looking at what's airfare to Paris, France. You know, and the first few might be overwhelmingly too expensive. Hi, Lindsay. But then you're going to start, things are going to start coming about. As long as it all starts with making that plan, picking that destination. I use the Disney one all the time. I always say, you know, if you're going to plan a vacation to Disney, now let's start out. We have a destination. Now let's just start mapping it out. How are we going to get there? Are we going to fly or are we going to drive? Are we going to, you know, take this route or that route? Are we going to, you know, and then start figuring out, you know, so many people will get overwhelmed and they'll go, it's too much money to go to Disney. I've heard it's a lot of money. How much money is it? I mean, I have no idea. I've never been to Disney. Is it $50 a person? Is it $100 a person? What is it to go into Disney for a day? Disney World for a day? I have no idea. So yeah, make the decision and make it happen. That's right. Lindsay knows this. He does this every day. And by the way, Lindsay, you're amazing. Are you the amazing Lindsay? If you know Lindsay, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He's the amazing Lindsay. But you have 3/4 of a year left. Let's just make the top 3 or at least one out of the top 3 happen this year. So make that list. There's your assignment for this week. Sit down, make that list of what you want to do, whether it's a bucket list, whatever you want to call it, your top 100 list, whatever you want to do. Sit down, make that list, and let's just take the top 1, 2, 3. If it's to write a book, then let's sit down and figure out how to write a book. Right, Lindsay? Let's sit down and do that. So whatever those top 3 are, then take one out of those 3 and make it happen. Or check out what it would be for each one of the 3 and then make your decision. But you can't negate what you're going to do. Life is way too short. We heard this all the time, but life is way too short for any of this to just give up or postpone it or put it on the back burner and not at least try. You got to at least give it a shot and try. So that's what I want you to do this week is make that list. And now let's take the top 1, 2, or 3, figure out what it would be, and then go from there. Then make your decision. Well, this one seems a little bit out of my range right now. This one does. Let's go with that one. That top number 1. Let's circle it. Let's make it happen. Let's tell everybody about it that by the end of December, I want to, whatever that is, whatever your top number 1 thing is, write that book, go to Paris, France, move across the nation, whatever that is. Let's make it happen, because when you tell other people to do it, other people what your goals are, they're going to help you make it happen. They're going to see, because they see that lion. They see that lion. Oh, I should go this way. They see that lion in the mirror where you see a kitty cat. So they're already going, oh, why can't Dave do that already? Because he's a lion. So let them help inspire you to see that lion in the mirror. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. So sit down, make that list, and then come back to Dave Stelma, the Facebook page Dave Stelma, and put that on there. Or whatever group you feel comfortable in. Share it with the group. Say, hey, this is my goal for this year. By the end of this year, I want to make this happen. Anybody out there that knows how I can make that happen, message me. Tell me some facts. Let's get together. Let's have a chit chat. Let's talk about how we can make that happen, okay? And the number 1 way to make any of that happen is going to be by taking action. I put this picture up there because what do you do at a crosswalk? As soon as you see this, you start to bolt. That's what you need to do. Once you get that list down, once you know what that idea is going to be, once you start, let's start taking action, start planning it out. If I want to go to Paris, France, I'm going to start looking up airfares. I'm going to see what's the best airport that I can fly out of. Do I have to do connecting flights? Can I go a direct flight from Chicago? Maybe that's the best way to go. What do I have to do? Lindsay says, make a decision and the universe will send things to you to make it happen. That's the truth. And everybody has experienced that. Kyle, you've experienced that. Courtney has experienced that. Ember has experienced. I've experienced that. Everybody that's on this call in some or on this show watching this right now has experienced this in some form or fashion. And don't tell me you haven't, because as soon as you made a decision, whether it was to buy your first house and you're like, oh, I need more of a down payment. How am I going to make that happen? All of a sudden it just happens, right? Either the money shows up or you get that magical second job that made that money grow. Somehow you made it happen and it came to you. But the first thing was you made a plan, you put it out into the universe, and then it comes to you and you took action. You took action. You saw the green light that said, you know, walk now. It didn't say do not walk. It said walk, and you took off. You got the green light to walk, and you just started walking. You don't wait, because this is a great example here, because when you're at a crosswalk, when you see this, you just start to walk. You don't sit there and go, let me look around. Let me think about this. No, because you know you have a matter of seconds to get across that street through that crosswalk. So you just act. That's what I need you to do. Make the plan and then take action. I'm not going to let you die with the dream inside of you. I hope you get that. I hope you go into the mirror every night and say, I'm not going to die with the dream inside of you. And look yourself in the eye and say that, because too many people do that. They always put it on the back burner. One day we're going to do it. Someday we're going to do it. One day, someday. Someday is now. Make the plan. Come back here to Dave Stelma on the Facebook page, Dave Stelma, or in whatever group you feel comfortable in, or just on my Facebook page, and then post it. Say, hey, you know what? I want to make this happen by December 31st, 2018. Who can help me make it happen? Because I'll guarantee you people will jump up and they'll volunteer to help you make that happen. And this is the year to do it. You have 3/4 of a year left to do. This isn't November. This isn't December 15th. It's not like you have 2 weeks to go. Let's make it happen now. And so make that list, choose the top 3, figure those out, and then the one that you think that you can do, I'm going to say it's probably the weakest one out of the 3. I would have maybe chose the other one or all 3. But just put it out there on a Facebook page. Put it out to the, Lindsay says, someday is today. Put it out there and let's do it. Whether it's starting that business that you always wanted to start, whether it's writing that book you always wanted to write, whether it's making that move across the country, whatever, or taking that trip that you always wanted to do, make that list and let's put it out there and let's make it happen for you. Let's make it happen. Kyle is a big inspiration for me. I'm going to tell you, Kyle has overcome many things in his life in the last few years, but it started out with wanting and putting it into the universe that he was going to get healthy. He was going to stop tobacco, using tobacco. He would, and he's improved his life so immensely. He made a move that he probably wasn't even planning on doing, but he made a pretty good move away from his comfort zone. He had to go into a place that wasn't as comfortable for him, but it's probably the best place because you're in the greatest the greatest health that you've ever been in since I've known you, at least, Kyle. And I think that's a great, huge thing. Huge accomplishment. And it all started with making that plan, picking it out. What did you want to be and shooting forth that way? Yeah. And so you're an inspiration to a lot of people, Kyle. I hope you know that. And keep it going. I'm sure it doesn't stop there. What do you want to do next? So hit that plan, put it out there in the universe, and let's make it happen. Figure it out, whatever it is, starting that business, making that move, whatever it is towards the positive that you want to do, let's make it happen. But it starts with making a list, writing it down, putting it on paper, and going for it, and putting it out in the universe and going for it. So that's where that's all I got to say for tonight. So let's do it. So overcome that fear. And remember, fear is false experiences appearing real. So take away that power that word has. Put those periods in there. F period, E period, A period, R period. Take away the power that fear has within you by just knowing it. Every time you look at it with those periods in there, it's like it's false experiences appearing real. It has no power over me. Then all of a sudden, that snake that you imagined has no power. You just want to pet it. You just want to hang on to it. Find your calling, figure out what it is, see what others see in you, figure out what that calling is within you. What is that desire? There's some purpose that's burning inside of you that has to come out, and you really want to make that shine. So figure out what that is, and then take action. Just pretend you're at that crosswalk and that light turned green, and just start moving forward. You don't have to move forward at a fast rate. You don't have to go slow. You just have to go. Start moving forward. All right. That's everything I got for this week. I hope you have a great week ahead. We're going to have beautiful sunshine here and a little bit of rain, but we're going to have some beautiful sunshine here in Wisconsin, and I hope you have beautiful sunshine where you're at. So until next week, enjoy life and love others and give everybody a hug. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.
If you like this video, like my Facebook page or subscribe to my YouTube channel, or find everything at davestelma.com.